I was sad because you know,
what up, YouTube, man? We watched this motherfucker Rico case, man, with
when I sat down with him, he seemed like a older guy.
About to listen to DJ Vlad react to Biggie and Brick Baby Rico
football,
case, man.
Focusing on legitimate businesses,
so
focusing on
I'm at,
gang
1
intervention.
minute 25 seconds, bro. Listen.
Since that time, me and him have maintained our relationship. We talk a few times a year.
First of all,
I've never seen anything remotely.
Let me ask some
based on anything
of you gangsters right quick.
Conversations we've had on or off camera.
As a gang member, I don't give a fuck if you from LA.
I was under the impression that anything
Chicago. I don't give a fuck if you from Atlanta or Detroit. I don't give a fuck where you from. Tennessee, Michigan. I don't give a fuck where you from. What in your right mind will make you go on a podcast in front of all these white men and you being this skin color and you's a gang member and these niggas is not gang affiliated? What would make you get on internet and claim that you's a gang member so the police can be like, okay, he said he's a gang member, we gonna get his ass? Number one, you niggas is goofy and dumb as hell. I just wanted to put that out there for the record. I'm not going on no podcast to incriminate myself about nothing. And y'all so, I don't know if it's you LA niggas, but why are y'all so extra'd out, cuz? Like, why y'all gotta prove, like, y'all proving y'all point to be gangster? Like, I thought you was just gangster. Feel what I'm saying? Like, you on the internet proving that you gangster. Get yourselves in Rico cases. Brick Baby, you dumb as hell. You's a goofball. Loose Cannon, you's a fucking goofball. Brick Baby, I heard you was a rat. You feel what I'm saying? Let's watch this video, man. Man, y'all tweaking, bro. Make my noodles, man.
On any level. And at the end of the day, he's still innocent until proven guilty. So, remember he made that video before he turned himself in and basically said, a bunch of internet shit now got me caught up in this Rico and, I got to turn myself in. It's fucked up. Brick Baby has become a regular guest on my show. I just saw him a few days ago at the Beverly Center. Just randomly ran into him. Just randomly ran into him. Like last week. Like, oh shit, what's up? Went up, gave him a hug. He had some, some people with him. I was like, oh shit, what's up? I'm sure he had no idea what was about to happen in a couple of days.
They was not fucked up about this shit,
other
bro.
people in the indictment, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a federal RICO, right?
Yeah.
Which is ugly. This is just ugly. It's I don't. TMZ.
This man is the feds.
Earlier today.
Whoever don't believe this man is the feds, bro.
Yeah, man, I mean, I'm not. Me and Big U are cool, and I've always maintained that. And we've had multiple conversations about regular business shit. If those conversations were recorded, no problem.
Right.
I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
These white men, look at these regular, two police officers.
Straightforward conversation.
They wires is really right
that's
there.
How I feel
these
when
are two police officers.
Adam 22 is cooperating, or Adam 22 is probably working with the feds or whatever. It's like, I would go out and take every conversation that Brick Baby and I had ever had. Let's say he was wearing a wire.
Bro, this man.
That audio can be released to the world, and sure, there might be a little bit of stuff that would be a little shocking to people, but for the most part, this guy never told me.
They even talking in like police code.
To use an uncomfortable metaphor or anything like.
Whoever got called this Rico, y'all niggas dumb as hell. Why
do
the fuck
not look at me or you
jumper?
as the shoulder to cry on about the worst things that they've ever
indulging
done
in
for the most part. That's just not really the kind of conversations that we're
if y'all would be honest, the smartest nigga was 4 extras.
Particularly because
4 extras,
if you tell Vlad that you killed somebody, Vlad's probably gonna tell you that was a bad idea. If you tell Vlad you think you're thinking about killing somebody, he's probably gonna say like, listen,
he wasn't really trying to talk about all that extra
you
shit.
sure you want to do that? It's probably not a good idea. It's like, why would they? They've got plenty of homies that they can talk to
wherever the fuck he
through with. And I just like, people think that we're maybe a little bit more involved in some of these dudes' lives than we actually are.
I've never been a gang member on any level. I've never been.
I wonder who these niggas' dads are.
Or anything else like that. I've always.
Cause y'all gotta know something.
Relationships.
The way that they get y'all is
business.
They find out. You gotta find out who their fathers is and shit like that to really know who these niggas is for real. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's really deeper than just these niggas.
Not beefing, acting like we're trying to get at each other, but I knew that me and Wack didn't like each other. We were both aware of this. I was aware that if I ran into him, that something might happen. So my security was always aware.
This is horrible, man.
You know what I'm saying? Right?
This shit is horrible.
Very menacing looking security, just so you guys know.
But saying that, it never went to Big U and said, hey, I got this problem with a street guy. Can you handle it for me?
Right.
I'm like, I'll handle it myself.
Right.
Because I know that if I go to a Big U, or if I go to a BRICC Baby, or if I go to a WAC 100, or I go to anyone who has some sort of
He's telling these niggas,
level,
he's telling the
now I
camera
want them to handle
that
problems
these group of niggas are
that.
gang affiliated, and
Now
I'm not.
that
And that's why I'm not
relationship
tied to these niggas. I
You're
just
wrapped up in some shit.
bring these
that
niggas on my
is
platform so they can snitch on
that-
themselves.
that-
That's what folks saying.
Now it's not a straight.
That's what folks are saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always said, and I feel
Nah,
like that's
fuck
where a
that
lot
shit,
of guys get in
bro.
trouble.
That nigga tripping.
Where they have that one friend and they have that friend handle a problem for them because they don't want to handle it themselves. And now you're somehow indebted to that guy. And you never know when you're going to pull out that card and say, okay, now I did that for you.
I had a little mini version of that where I got into a fight in probably 2017 or 2018, and there was an older gangster that was there, just happened to be around. And he said to me, like, right as the fight was getting broken up, he said, like, you want me to whoop this fool's ass? And I was like, do whatever. I might have just said, like, sure. And he punched the fool in the face right there and then. Immediately, it became clear to me that this guy felt like there was now a debt that had to be repaid. And but he wasn't looking for, like, a financial thing or whatever. And we ended up making it cool by, like, me helping one of his artists out with doing a little bit of content or whatever like that. But I realized, and I'm glad that I got like a small taste of why that's a situation that you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Because once you have that hanging over your head, I mean, these are guys who don't really play by the rules, and you've officially, you know, granted, could I have gone to the
So basically
cops
what
or the
he's
feds
saying
or whatever
is, yeah,
and
I
explained
can-
that situation, and would
I
they
can
have basically probably done
make
something
my
about
money
it?
from
Shit, maybe,
these
but I realized that in
stupid
there that,
Negroes, but
you have no reason
I can't
as a non
hang around with them and
any kind
ask
of
them
gangster,
for
even if they just
favors
happen to be
and-
around and asking
and
for
jump
favors.
like that.
Because you don't really want to owe favors to people
White
who
niggas boosie
operate
like,
outside of that.
Well, yeah,
I don't
I
with
mean,
jail on nobody. Free all them old
part
ass
of the
niggas.
indictment,
But like,
and I have
bro,
no
come on,
idea
bro.
whether it's true or not, but what the
Come on, bro.
feds
Y'all,
are
all they gotta do
alleging
is turn
was
on
that
YouTube
they
and
were
press
saying
play.
that NBA players are playing Big
Nigga,
U,
you niggas not talking in code.
Hundreds
Y'all
of thousands,
snitching.
you know.
check-in money, and then
Niggas
there was
goofy.
something by Adrian Broner robbing some dudes at a dice game.
And Shaq allegedly moved out of LA, at least in part because he was sick of dealing with gangster bullshit, which I think when he said that back in the day, people were a little confused. Like, why would Shaq in any way be beholden to gangster interests? Now you kind of see what that might look
and
like.
I don't know whether any of that is true,
Yeah.
honestly, but it's sort of like if I was an NBA player, I'd be damned if I'd be paying anybody protection money.
You gotta think about it.
That's making goddamn sense.
No,
Like,
but
Let's-
what if they have something on?
let's talk about
what
this,
if
like-
they have? I don't know.
Let's talk
some
about this,
kind of
like, if you niggas go to LA, right, and y'all go tap in with an LA nigga, that's like coming to get tapped in so we can rob you. You don't think this niggas that's beefing with some other niggas? What makes you think these niggas can save you? And you know what I'm saying? They barely saving themselves from the ops. That's 15 minutes away in LA. I played GTA, my nigga. I've been to LA before. Feel what I'm saying? In GTA. So if I know, nigga, the suburbs and Slauson ain't that far away. Feel what I'm saying? What makes you think these niggas is not? You know what I'm saying? These niggas got close ties to each other, whether they like it or not. So if you go, hey, what up, blood? Cuz all kind of gangsters. Go lock in with them niggas. Say go lock in with the Crips. Nigga, the Bloods are still the Bloods. They gonna still come get you cause you, nigga, what? And then the niggas you locked in with, them niggas might try to come get you simply because you locked in.
Anyway, like I was saying,
I'm finishing this video. Wack claims Big U is blackmailing BRICC with a video of him shooting somebody. Now, we're gonna dissect and break this shit down. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna break this shit down.
viewing Reggie Red Jr.
Yeah.
He just popped up. And
He did the Tommy
So
Sosa.
you got all the
Hey, by the way, one
the
of the
snitch
best things I think, again, I don't
podcasters.
think
Feel what I'm
anyone's
saying? You got
facilitated
Trap
really,
Lord
but
Ross.
you
You got
guys
Blab.
not seen,
You got
like,
Adam.
because me and you
got
locked
Academics.
in
And
early.
you got fucking
and
Wack.
Adam locked in early, but I remember every time
Vlad's name came up, and I was like, and this is why I keep saying you're smarter than everyone. Whack, you know why you're smart on all these three things, and I say it's just not fair.
Listen.
You locked in a very special one-on-one close relationship with like the top independent media outlets, where like, if somebody is trying to go against you, like we all, right? And I think you realize that even with even with Vlad, where you guys had like whatever issue and you guys sorted it out,
boom.
but you're smart.
All right, boom. Let's talk about this, right? Whack 100 played a big part in all this shit. Wanna know how I can tell? He like the ringleader, but he an old nigga, but he not the ringleader. He just involved with a lot of the ringleader shit, right? So imagine if you got somebody that played the fence on both sides, right? We're gonna say he's intelligent. Okay, cool. So the intelligent part was he became cool with all the mainstream podcasters. So when we talk about what's this nigga name? When we talk about Whack, we like, Whack, why you never getting indicted? Whack, every time something come up, Whack, you never in the mix. But every time you speak on something, oh, I'm a big this and I did that and I did this. But you sitting down and got the closer relationships with the biggest snitches. Go look up who Adam 22 daddy is. Go look up who Adam 22. Go look up all these niggas' fathers, cuz. You think these niggas you think artists are the only niggas that's industry plants? Think about it. You think artists are the only niggas that's industry plants? Bro, the sports shit is about to come to LA. Why you think they had all them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to recoup on some shit. And the United States would be damned if the Olympics is in LA with all these gangbangers, Crips and Bloods, or whatever they say that could fuck some shit up. Or extort some shit, a plethora of things. Ain't Whack 100 a part of that gang? Ain't Whack 100 a part of that gang leadership, a part of that gang membership? So why is he sitting on the stage with all these informants? Knowing that they informants, in a way. They can sit on the blogs and say, oh my God, we not informants. I didn't say this directly to the police, but I didn't say that. But the questions that you're asking are deliberately police questions. They do deliberately police questions. And if your IQ not big enough, you know what I said to these niggas? I said, if money can make your integrity and your rules go away for you being a street nigga, then you don't need no money. You need to be broke. Matter of fact, you need to be a street nigga. You just need to be a federal informant rat, nigga. If you can be manipulated by these niggas who the same shade as a police officer 9 times out of 10, and they got you mic'd up talking your gangster shit, you don't think these police officers goofy ass nigga, man? We back in at 243, man.
Like when I see him, I'm gonna put hands on him, and doesn't realize like he could only help you, right? Yes, like having access to. Hasn't he been like one of your biggest guests recently? Yeah. Like I watch your.
Yo, I enjoy interviewing with Vlad. That's real talk. And whenever he calls me, I adjust and I get there in his real spot.
But like this,
you know what I mean?
Adam and Wax show, right? There's something gonna go on. He's like, yo, bro, you streaming tonight? He's gonna call in on my shit. I'm gonna go listen to him on your show doing segments.
I brought Trap to
and a few months later, he's gonna do the documentary about it.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm with you, Trap. I just had to put a little heat to it.
You heard what he said.
Me and Vlad just did like 5.5 hours.
He dapping up and fucking with all the federal informants.
Appreciate you, dog, for real.
You feel me? Whack doing that. He said it. He finished it out his own mouth.
I mean, you want to just get the photo of us all sitting in place?
Nigga say mic'd up. You already mic'd up.
When you dropping the Yank
content? As soon as I'm back on the East Coast,
fuck.
After you drop the Yank content, I need you to come on the app.
Oh, Clubhouse, of course.
Meet Everand, a world of stories and knowledge designed for you. Discover more at everand.com.
After you drop that, I need to come on that.
Hey,
not before, because they're going to ask you all the questions. I want you to drop it.
You know what
man, fuck all that.
That economy.
I will tell you this. I made a call from LUCE County.
Yeah.
My attorney, Alex Kessel, you know about it. You watched me beat all them Blueface cases.
Yeah.
Top 3 attorneys in LA.
Yeah.
Right?
You put him on?
I called him, and I told him I got a few dues. I was thinking you may want to do something. the going rate for a RICO trial is probably 175 to something. He told, because it's a RICO trial, right? He told me, for me, if it was my people, he'd put a cap at 100. And all he wants is 50 up front.
That's actually
That's
a good
love.
deal.
God damn, that's
And
a
that's
lot of money.
if
You gotta commit 100 bands to BRICC.
The extent to which I do not have a spare 100 bands is crazy.
Where you be fucking hoes? Like, you
This
fucking
nigga
mad
lying.
hoes like
Right
you
across,
Bro,
yeah.
Come on.
bro. So what I just heard was that I'm gonna let you on my platform. I'm gonna build this relationship with you so you can snitch on yourself. Bro, all these interviews you done did with these niggas, you know you done touched over 100 bands 5-6 interviews ago. When these motherfuckers touching 500K, 300K, you done touched a half milli 30 videos ago. Including BRICC Baby, LUCE Cannon, all these niggas that been partaking in 6ix9ine, Not the Punk. All these niggas coming to your platform and that was brought by BRICC Baby and his name and his image. And you ain't gotta lose 100 for this nigga? And y'all the niggas who got him on film self-snitching, you ain't got 100 for him? At least 55? Crazy work, my boy. That's why I never be on here like a goofball, bro. See what I'm saying? You owe BRICC some loyalty, my boy. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Wack put him in jail. He laughing. Look. Why? And then why Wack know everything? He's a federal informant, bro. Wack do everything to prove that he. Hey, Wack do everything to prove that he an informant for the feds. Cause that nigga funny as hell. He bogus. He bogus, bro. He bogus. How you know what kind of scene he bogus? The paperwork identifies the gun. 3 years, bro. This nigga's bogus. The serial number, bogus. Big U is blackmailing BRICC Baby. How you know that? Oh, I'm done with this video. I'm done. Anyway, y'all, look. Shout out to the most stupidest niggas in the world. Shout out to them. Shout out to the stupidest niggas in the world, bro. Cause if we want to be honest and shit, like, don't go on no platform being gangster. The internet is not for gangsters, bro. You feel me? Especially a podcast. That shit not for gangsters. That shit for niggas who don't get no bitches. You feel me? Like, to talk all day about like fresh and fit. Feel me? That's what podcasts is for, niggas like them. And niggas who talk about sensitivity and emotions and shit like that. And how they, you know what I'm saying? None of that gangster shit is not for podcasts. Like, the world of which I thought I knew it is changing in my life. Or in front of our eyes. Like, the biggest gangsters do goofy ass shit. Like, that's all I gotta say about this whole debacle, bro. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this fuckery bullshit that these niggas be doing. And yeah, man, we gonna react to more shit soon, man. Probably some more reactions today, depending on what I feel like reacting to. And we gonna get busy and we gonna get jiggy and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe for more videos, man. We out this bitch, man. This nigga slow.